over a century ago, hundreds of people gathered outside a building in Liverpool, desperate to find out if their relatives were alive or dead. The building was the headquarters of the White Star shipping line, and the people were waiting for news of those who'd gone down with the Titanic.
Yes, Titanic, of course, was owned by the Liverpool-based line, but for decades, as Andy just said in his little report then, its headquarters have been largely empty and disused. But, as Andy reports, it's now going to be brought back to life as a hotel.
Its red and white stripes have lent it names like the Streaky Bacon Building or the Jam Butty Building. Albion House, built in the 1890s, former HQ of the White Star Line. From its balconies they gave news of lives lost when its liner Titanic sank in 1912. The ship was conceived here in Liverpool, though built in Belfast. One local historian says you can't look at Albion House without thinking of Titanic.
It's quite an eye-opener. And what I'm very, very impressed by is the condition of the building. The building there's no sort of smell of rot or anything. Very, very solidly built, because this was the best that money could buy.
The story, disputed by some, is that the boss of the White Star Line, J. Bruce Ismay, had his office in one of these turrets. When the building first went up, he would have had an uninterrupted view of his ships coming into the Mersey. Beneath some uninspiring modern add-ons, you can still see how the original building might have looked. An ornate ceiling, the ship-like girders, the old strong room. And here's how it did look in its heyday. Apart from brief use for a drug rehab project, it's been empty for decades. The couple who've bought it want to turn it into an apart hotel.
It's been empty for 30 years, and we feel it's a waste of an amazing space. Right in the middle of our amazing city, which is Liverpool, and we believe that we can make the most of this space.
They plan to spend more than £5 million converting the building. They hope to be open by next April, 102 years after the Titanic sank. Andy Gill, BBC North West Tonight, Liverpool.